mind about it since I seen you. But I'm talking at my robot as you may live out the city, and I'm on my way. Girl, there's something that you need to know. Even though it looks like it's the future, it's really a long, long time ago when there were nights and they got into fights using sabers like light. Just remember, even though some things look so familiar, they're not really on Earth, yeah, it's a galaxy far, far away. Alien DNA walking around every day and no one notices. Space station blown away. It's not the future. Floating in the diaper tank. It's not the future. Space leprechaun fade away. It's not the future. Cyborg with no big boy words to say. It's not the future.
Get turned, get real turned. Get turned, get real turned.
Well, I'm a jaywalker, got a lot of fresh damage, oh no. I can't always be around to explore foreign love, overflowing for your love. And not I'm sure that when we argue makes me dream about those demon fishes. It's not the way that it's meant to be in. I bless your outfit, that's a good choice. What is he saying? I don't understand. Listen girl, I hope the heartbreak leaves me on the weekend. Even though it looks like it's the future, it's really a long, long time ago when there were nights and they got into fights using sabers like light. Just remember.
I'm supposed to be a mute, but that ain't the truth. Love wearing my blue tie and hair. Just to let you know you're not the last one to go. I was the last one to watch you gasp for air. And I heard all her sighs, some fear in her eyes. When I took her life, I'm deranged. And I roasted you, said yummy, you'll make a step. So your flesh on the tank. 'Cause I got victims and I'll wear their faces. It's a risky town, 'cause I'm chasing them all away. And they'll be slain. Yeah, I'm real big, I wear leather faces. Think I saw them down on a daily basis. So I got no friends, 'cause I wear their faces.
Do not wear that outfit again. But if you want to keep your speed, because I want to fit in. Sorry, you're just not terribly important to me. Did you know that Whitney Houston's debut beat her phone #1 single song? Did you know that Christy, there are no girls with good personalities? I don't think we should see each other anymore. It never was supposed to be. Gotta return some videotapes. Have to return some videotapes. Did you know I'm utterly insane? I like to dissect girls that ate some of their brains. Gotta return some videotapes. I'm really late. Gotta return some videotapes. I guess I'm probably returning videotapes. Gotta return some videotapes. I guess I'm probably returning videotapes.
What is going on, everybody? Sorry, I got caught up there looking at something else. It's crazy.
Titties.
Well, okay, yeah. It was titties. It was absolutely titties. We'll just put it out there. Welcome, everybody. Tuesday night. It is Appreciating Comic Book Art live tonight. Listen, this is a show I wanted to do for a long time, and I feel like I say that all the time. I feel like I say
Because
that
we like
all
what
the
we
time.
talk about.
That could be it. That's probably it. But we have talked before about my love for Adam Kubert's run on Wolverine. Like, my favorite Wolverine artist will probably always be Silvestri.
Mm-hmm.
When he left, went to Form Image, Adam Kubert jumped in, took over not too long after, and he did a run, in my opinion, is my favorite run. And with art that rivals, in my opinion, that of the Image founders. Not saying it's better, rival as far as like it fit right in. Like to me, this was the Image era, it was the Image boom, and Adam Kubert fit right in with his dynamic page layouts, splashy, big panels, splash pages, lots of detail. The rendering was very much the Whilce Portacio kind of bounce lighting and stuff like that. So this can be fun. This is going to be fun. We're going to be looking at a lot of issues tonight, so it's a little bit.
And do we have a bunch of issues? Do we? Ooh.
Corey Barton was first. I see that on the YouTube. I pinned him when I saw that. So
Hail Corey.
We got Sooner GM in the house as well.
Popsicle.
Welcome to the show.
Let's
Thank you
get
for
this
being here.
motherfucker started now.
We got Nicholas Gear in the house.
Hail, brother.
Yo, brother, good to see you. And LA as well.
Yo,
Wells,
it's good,
what
dude.
up, Joe? What up, brother? Good to see you, man.
You. Hell yeah.
Good to
Hell
see
yeah.
you. Yeah, so this is gonna be great. This
Wait,
is
where
gonna
is
be
he?
great.
I don't see him
On where?
in the chat.
Oh,
Do I have a delay?
maybe.
Are we live on Facebook?
Live on Facebook. Let me see. Let me pop out the chat here. What's going on?
In that case, where's our Aunt Petunia's and Cousin Larry's?
Yeah, we're not doing the Facebook thing again. Nobody cared on Facebook.
Well, our Aunt Petunia's and Cousin Larry's.
Oh, that's true. That's true. No. Looks like the chat's good. I just refreshed.
Oh, I don't see him.
Refresh it and see what happens.
How do I do that?
There's, the refresh button. Go up top on YouTube and boom.
Oh, I'm not on YouTube.
Oh, you don't see it in the
Nah.
StreamYard chat?
Nah.
Well, that's weird.
That's really weird.
You see MB Bonner in the house?
Nah, but hey, anyway. I see Nicholas. I see Tentacle. I see Sooner GM. I see you.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, well, if the
Yeah,
chat's not popping up, you could always pop out and come back in, see if that works.
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm here.
All right, we're here. We're ready to roll. We're ready to roll. I did realize, though, I got to pull this video up because after I had to jump out there and correct the time. Well, by the way, I apologize to everybody for putting the time at 10:40. When I created the event, I didn't notice that, and I'm sorry if that threw a lot of people off. And now you're wondering why we're live a whole 40 minutes early. Well, the show is always at 10 o'clock on Tuesdays. So even if you see me fuck up when I say 10:40, just know it's going to be 10 o'clock on Tuesdays. So, all right. I'm going to ramble on for a little bit, see if we can get a couple more people in here before we start looking at the issue. You still don't see any of these guys?
No.
My co-host can't see the chat.
No.
What do you think about that? How does that make you feel? We got Jay in the house. By the way, we'll be on Jay.
I don't even see
with Jay
Jay.
and John tomorrow night at 10 p.m. over on
Hell
Desolate
yeah.
Soul Studio.
Be
So
a
check
good
us
time.
out there. That's gonna be fun. Looking forward to hanging out with those guys.
Great guys.
Refresh your browser.
I saw their clips of the funniest moments so far. That's pretty funny.
Oh, I've
They
not
had
seen
you,
that
they
yet.
had me. Good times.
Of course they have me. I mean, come on.
Oh wait, now there they are. Everybody's coming up. Yeah.
All right, so you're finally seeing the chat. Okay,
Yeah, just probably slow
good,
shit.
good. We got the Magnificent One. Said Kubert was a true master of his craft, drew everything at a high level. His Wolverine run, 75 through 103, was possibly one of the best in the regular series. Great covers as well. I agree with you, man. I'm 100% on board. I mean, of course, his dad, Joe Kubert. I mean, how you, the Kubert brothers, Andy and Adam, are ridiculously talented artists. And they're kind of what I would consider sponges, style-wise. Like they could draw any style, and this is evident by if you watch the careers of both Adam and Andy, you can see in the 90s they were really doing the house style of Marvel, which was the Lees and the Liefelds and the Silvestris and the McFarlane. Like, you could see that within their work. And there's even stuff when we're going to look at these Wolverine issues where I can see some McFarlane in Kubert's work. I can see some Silvestri in his work as well. And it's just, they were sponges. They could take that style and they could put it out as good looking as anybody, and then they could also go off and do different styles. If you think of
that Superman run,
DC work, some of the DC work Adam did it's not my favorite, but it just shows you his range of artistic abilities to be able to do different styles.
It's still cool.
Still great.
The paper tone stuff that they were doing. They were one of the first ones I saw using like tone paper. It was just phenomenal.
Tentacle Pentacle said Wolverine 99 through 100 on Kubert's run is effing sick. Yeah, so it is. There's so many issues to look at. I try to break them down into a particular. So we're going to do 75 through basically 91. Not every single issue, but that's going to be the range where we kind of go through. Because that was just kind of my favorite era of stories. And it's just fun. It's one, shout out to just forgot his name. Larry Hama. Oh. Yeah, shout out to Sean. Shout out to Larry Hama for writing such great stories. His Wolverine stories were awesome, and we're going to see some cool stuff in the storytelling that is depicted within the art, and it comes from a great script, a great writer. So,
is the Sabretooth issue there?
Bacon.
Yeah,
good to see you. Thank you for being here. Say it one more time.
The Sabretooth issue, the one with the gatefold pages. So that's fucking brilliant.
So I couldn't find my Wolverine 90. It's in my piles around, but I did do a video a couple years back of Wolverine 90. So I'm going to bring that up at the end of the show. I'm going to mute myself because I don't want to hear my commentary, and we're just going to look at the video I streamed because I have an in-depth look at 90, and that's one of my favorite issues. So, all right, chat, we're going to get rolling here. I know there's a lot of people streaming, so let's just get going into Wolverine. We're going to start with 75.
Oh, what a brutal fucking issue. What a brutal fucking issue. Hell yeah.
One of the this is Adam's first issue on the book. So he comes in with this issue, and then there's a guest artist the next issue, and then he's back on the book full time. But you could tell like he was working on this book for a little bit because the art is phenomenal in this book. And this is coming right after X-Men 25, where Wolverine has his adamantium ripped out by Magneto, and he's kind of going through the aftermath of almost dying, and just the shock and trauma of that event physically to his body. This whole issue is intense. It's dramatic because the Blackbird is also damaged and crashing as they're coming down to Earth and like all this kind of stuff. Just very well done, very well written. In the art, come on, great. So this is what I'm talking about. Like early on, his faces in this early stuff of Wolverine is just out of this world. Like in the faces, I can see some Silvestri a little bit, maybe some BWS. I can see a little bit of Jim Lee and some noses. There you go, Joe Kubert. That Wolverine face right there. Let me turn it. Yeah, I'm gonna turn this here in a second. That Wolverine face is very like Capullo McFarlane-ish, with some of the. So it's just you can see the influences he has in this book, and we're going to look at just the cool stuff. So I'm going to show every single page like we always do, but we're not going to linger on every single page because we got a lot of issues to get through. But just some of the really cool shit. And this issue was just great. This is the little figure work. This kind of just, I would say like
pure jerk shots, great eye candy.
100%. Yeah. Hail Astro Zombie, member of the channel. Thank you for being here, brother. Appreciate you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, this is just great. And I believe this is inked by Mark Farmer, who I think spent some time inking the Silvestri issues as well, if I can remember correctly. But regardless, like they made a great team. Like
a little Salvador Dali in there with the melted clock.
Okay, I was about to just point out the melted clock. Yeah, it's like the whole scene with it is just this whole issue. Is kind of going back and forth between Wolverine's subconscious as they're trying to kind of Jean and Professor X are trying to save him from not dying. He's just kind of going through all this stuff. So we get some really cool chances for Kubert to really go crazy with the images. That is just sick. The way he's got the character bent. Just
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
his gestures are just fucking phenomenal.
Oh, check that out. That's back when Jean Grey had the thong that went the thong part of her costume that went right into her like booty pants. God, I love the 90s.
Them good old days.
Yeah, the good old day. Redheads. God bless redheads. I might be in the minority here, but I appreciate Adam over Andy any day.
That's
I'm
cool.
there. I'm there with you, man. Like,
that's your
I
opinion.
like both the brothers, and I spent time in the 90s going back and forth between who I liked more. So they each have their good qualities, but I will say probably overall, I would say Adam.
Yeah,
Adam would be my first, and then Andy after that. Definitely.
But look at the hands, like that. That's powerful stuff. Like hands are fucking fingers, and properly placing them and getting trying to get the 3D into the 2D. You know, fucking brilliant shit, man.
And just, I mean, if you pay attention to the page layouts, like I really like the way the panels are constructed. Like I really honestly don't think that there was anybody else doing it better besides the image guys, right? Because they pretty much put a stamp on the way that they drew. Like all those guys kind of drew a very similar way and then took that to image when they went. Marvel, you know, when you had the Kubert brothers, Capullo, and whoever else at the time was kind of filling in the gap. Adam was the one I thought was the closest to making like those dynamic, really cool artistic panel layouts.
Right, you know? Yeah. Like we had Bagley on Spider-Man, great storyteller, great illustrator.
Yep.
Great figure work, but boring. And I'm a Bagley fan, so I can say this. What can I say? I don't know. But anyway, like this is some of the most exciting shit they had. You know,
yeah, 100%. Yeah, and I loved Bagley too. I loved his Amazing Spider-Man run. He was a little bit more traditional with what he did. I mean, not that he was like just straight up grid, but he was just a little bit more traditional in how he drew page layouts. This was just straight up like I envisioned somebody at Marvel saying, look, we lost Silvestri. Draw to that level. Do something Silvestrious on this book, you know, and all the Kubert has to do is just do a little bit of research and just lean on his experience and his great upbringing, and boom, he brings out stuff like this. And I really think like this was absolutely to me like a flex.
Such a fun time in comics. Like even like the image guys left, like this was still a fun time in comics. Like regardless 100%. Of what you were collecting, like Marvel, DC, like this is just the top of the heap of it.
Yeah, that's why when Image started, like it was always like Image was my favorite. Then I loved Marvel, and then DC after that. You know, but that whole era, like this is why I'm so fond of the '90s. That's why we do this show where we primarily look at a lot of the '90s work. You know, besides some of the newer stuff that has got my interest, but the '90s just all around. I mean, what a great time in comic book history, because you had three companies competing against each other and giving you their best. Is, you know, they're having to work competition. Everyone. It's like you hardly lost. Like there was very rarely you got an ugly kid.
Right. Look at this. This looks like a Sienkiewicz would ink it, or a Jay Lee. You know, like it was.
Yeah, 100%. Like I thought this was very Jay Lee.
Why am I doing this? Like Jay Lee.
A very Jay Lee feel though. I mean, the art here on these two pages, I thought straight up was like a Jay Lee feel. Almost to a point where I had to check. I was like, did Jay Lee have a guest? You know, did he
for sure.
Or guest draw a couple pages here? Yeah. I'm pretty sure this is all Adam. But again, the cool thing about this particular issue is it gave him a lot of freedom to draw a lot of these different scenes because you were in and out of.
I love the Siege of Darkness. I'm so sorry. This is great. I love. Oh, this is such a great series too. I wish we could look into those.
We should. Like I've got quite a few of those. But yeah, like there's a whole section in this book that's just an advertisement.
I would order those dumb giveaway books like from KB's or Candy Shop. I had it all, brother.
Astro Zombie said Adam Kubert had some awesome looking Wolverine covers during this run. He did. Like all around, people were just jamming. Like I said, competition breeds the best in everybody, and you had the artists at Image were getting a lot of praise, obviously a lot of hate as well, but getting a lot of praise. Other artists were trying to up their game in other companies to match what they were those superstars were doing, and Marvel was the closest after those guys left, because you had the Kubert brothers, you had Jiggly, you had Greg Capullo at the time before he jetted. Bagley was still there doing his thing, fantastic artist. So they were doing a good job. They were doing a good job of keeping up and kind of keeping that big bombastic 90s feel. And that's why I love the 90s so much. And this is evidence right here. I will say this, after flipping through some of the modern comics so much, it was an adjustment going back to the newsprint.
Right, yeah.
And this issue was cool. Like it had the reflective, the hologram card in the cover, and it was a cardstock cover. So that the book is like very sturdy, but you get inside, it's still the old thin newsprint paper. And I'm just like, damn it. Like, it's not working with my fingers here. Got Dennis Kelly in the house. Hail, brother. Good to see you. What's up, guys? Hail. M. Kubert has some of my favorite covers. Wolverine 100 was my favorite. Nice.
That's a great book.
Nice. JR was holding down 2 for Marvel. Yeah, good point, Duck.
Yeah.
Duck Bacon. That's a good point. Sometimes I forget about him. I've never been a huge fan. JR is probably why I forget about him, but he was producing great work.
Yeah, that Man Without Fear story book, 5-issue miniseries. That's what sold me on JR's art. Because back in the day, I thought it was ugly and blocky. Seeing the storytelling, just the whole thing. Now I get really geeky over him. His newer stuff, not so much, but that's my own opinion, and I'm not wrong on that.
I know I'm kind of talking and getting away from the art, but I know you guys are all watching the art that's on the screen. This is just a great scene, a great gesture of him grabbing Jean Grey, and the whole thing about Jean Grey is the one that basically saved him, and he came out of his basically his death spiral for Jean. So it was kind of a cool, thing there with the characters. Magnificent One said the panel layouts just would pull you in. The sequence fighting Lady Deathstrike, falling down the steps. Yes, we're going to cover that. For instance, it stands out in my memory. It wasn't just the art, but the page layouts. 100% in agreement with you. And
it shows that it shows what a woman will do to get you out of your funk, even though she's the love of your life and she's with another fucking guy, and there's nothing you could do about to get the bitch. Okay.
still pulls you out.
She still pulls you back. Still helps you out when you have a broken heart.
This is one of my favorite issues all time of Kubert's work. Just because there was so much. I mean, it was an oversized issue. I want to say this was probably like 32 pages. Oh man, that shot right there. Yeah.
Oh,
okay. We're gonna get to
that one.
That shot right. Yeah. Like every single time. Yeah. This comic really every page turn has like an awesome shot.
Yeah.
And this was kind of like when you discovered that his fucking adamantium was gone, but he still has bone claws
and a huge Adam's apple.
Yeah. And he didn't have his healing power. That was the healing factor was gone. That was the one thing with this run that was very interesting. And the fact that the claws come out now of his hand and they cause pain and they bleed, and then they're open wounds now. So throughout the issue or throughout the series, he had to find ways where he wasn't using his claws all the time, except for here when he's all being pissy about it. But that is a great shot.
Yeah,
there's something about Wolverine and his hat and that cigar, that cowboy hat, and just fucking that look was just awesome.
Do you think he lost his edge once they took away the cigar and the smoking?
Fuck yeah, he did.
Yeah, that's why
I mean, the characteristics of the character, right? What makes the character the character? One thing was the cigar.
Yeah,
Wolverine smoked. So what? Yeah.
That's why I picked up smoking. I want to be Wolverine.
That's what made Wolverine was just not just his claws, not just his attitude, but just the way he talked. He smoked, the way he drank. Like that was Wolverine. When you start messing with that too much, you change the character.
Yeah.
Storytelling wise, if you guys have this issue, go get a chance to go read this this letter he leaves here. I think this was actually a very touching scene to end the book. You get down to a little bit more standard grids here, but it's very emotional as he's leaving this letter for Jubilee, saying that he's leaving essentially, and just kind of going through everything he's talking about. And at the very end, Jubilee wakes up, the hat's left there, and she just sees him right off. Like it's a really good bit of writing, a very well drawn dramatic feel, and I love the black that frames everything. Like it really brings you into that scene.
Because she was more like a daughter to him, and you felt it. You felt what they were both going through. You know, powerful shit.
Wiley J draws Hale Brothers says JR and Al Williamson on DD was one of the best runs in comics in my opinion.
Oh yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you.
I like JR's run on Daredevil specifically. I
like when his Spider-Man, like in 2001 when he went to like Amazing. I liked when he thinned out Spider-Man when he wasn't so blocky and you know, where they all didn't look like they were a bunch of mooks from fucking Queens.
We got Fiend the Machine in the house. Him and Nick Fury both.
Oh yeah.
Oh, good point. They probably took out the smoking for all the character. I mean, like cool thing to do in the
that was cool side
was to smoke, you know. Gambit, you know, because he's Canadian guys. That's true.
Yeah, it's facts. Some fast dudes.
Here's that Lady Deathstrike issue. So the issue in between these two issues was a guest penciler. Obviously, I wasn't going to cover it because it's not Adam's run.
We weren't going to appreciate that whack.
Yeah, we're not going to appreciate that one.
Filling artist. What it is. Kidding me?
But this, I mean, come on. Now this issue has some fantastic shots. We got Jaro in the house. Hail, brother.
Moaning. For
my money, Andy Kubert drew the best Logan. Cowboy had that as Jim Lee Silvestri drew the best costume in war. Andy or Adam? Because this is Adam. So you're talking about Andy doing the Logan on X-Men or Adam doing the Logan here. But either or, they both drew really good Wolverine. Like both the brothers did a fantastic job.
Yeah.
Again, double splash. Like you had a splash page to a double splash page to another splash page to start this issue.
You might think I took notes when I did the Type 1 preview. Sorry for Type 1. Mailing list now on Indiegogo. Do it. Spread it like the clap. You're going to love it. Back to your sponsor.
And another splash page. Think about it. Splash, double splash, splash, splash to open up this issue.
It's beats, you know, like you're.
Oh, man. It's brilliant. Beautiful.
Different type of beat, but, you know.
I love that too. Just like the impact of him smashing Lady Deathstrike into that fridge.
Yeah.
You got like so many things. You got like a turkey. You got some beer there. You got like those oven mitts.
Everything you needed.
Yeah. Very, very fun detail. The truth is in the details.
Mm-hmm. Look at that.
Brutal, man. The action fight.
You can't do that now. You cannot put that panel in a mainstream book now, or even like an image or any comic.
Probably couldn't. You know what? I'm going to do it now. I'm going to do it now. Yeah. I'm going to beat up a female character with my hero.
You're going to have Matt choke out Vanessa?
Yeah, but like, there you go.
Yeah. Look at that gesture. Oh, that is powerful.
So good, yeah.
Like that's wonky as fuck, but it's wonky in a good way.
Wonky in a good way, yeah. Absolutely wonky in a good way. It's got that cool factor. The faces, again, in these early issues that he did, great face work.
Mm-hmm.
Joe passed some greatness to his kids. He did.
Yeah.
That family's very talented. Here's the scene of them falling down the staircase here. Just cinematically very well done. And there's a couple panel work like this in some of the issues coming up that I'll point out when we see them, but that was just it, man. A lot of thought and I would say inspiration. I feel like Adam was very inspired doing this run. One, he probably had a great script, but also trying to stand out, make his name amongst all the big artists of the day that were just these superstars making money. And I feel like he was just going out throwing his dick on the table saying, look
taking
at me, guys.
The crown. Yeah.
Yeah, look at me.
And plus those royalties, they were still probably pretty good back in the day, you know?
Yeah, they still probably were. Let me back up. Okay. I just noticed this. I like how they changed the schink when he has the adamantium to now this like shlook when he puts his claws out because it's bone. Like I never noticed that before, but nice little tip.
It's like when you finish, you drop it on her back.
Definitely Silvestri influenced. I agree.
Oh yeah.
I mean, how could those guys not influence some of the guys who were around at the time? I mean, they were making so much noise. And honestly, I mean, the last big artist to have a run on Wolverine was Silvestri. And he had a long epic run. It was well known. And Kubert was the next guy to have a long run. And I think it's like, you had to do your best to put it up in that level. And I think he actually absolutely got to that level. And some of the stuff, honestly, and I love Silvestri, but there's some of the stuff on this run
we know.
where he was doing stuff at the time better than Silvestri at the time.
Yeah.
Because Silvestri was kind of experimenting with what he was doing. He hadn't settled into a lot of stuff for the first few years of Image, like he was trying to be Jim Lee, or he was trying to do, and those are his own words, and Kubert kind of came in and pretty much grabbed some Jim Lee, some of Silvestri, some of McFarlane.
Well, a lot of Silvestri's later Wolverine stuff was very Mignola-ish, like the stockiness of Wolverine, the forms and the figure work, and thankfully he got out of that. Hell, brother, he got out of that. When he saw what like Rob and Jim were doing for Cyberforce.
Yeah, I agree. And there's some stuff on the Wolverine run of Silvestri's that I didn't quite like as much because some of it looked loose. Listen, I want to say that at one point that they were doing
2 issues
a month.
They would do the bi-weekly, bi-monthly or whatever.
Oh shit, we got the page in a second. Khan's Comic Pit stops in the house. Hail says, "Hey, hail everyone. My first piece of art is a 4x3 foot Wolverine wood burning. I have his eyes on me always. It's epic. That's badass, dude.
Oh, cool.
Welcome to the show. Thank you for being here.
Can you share that somehow?
Yeah, you should send a picture.
Yeah.
I wonder how modern mainstream artists and writers can look at this and not feel embarrassed. 100% Astro Zombie. That's
because they're looking at Cal Arts and fucking manga.
Yeah, there's probably a reason. Honestly, they probably just don't care, But if you track the books right from this era back, to now, the quality has dropped off so much. There's some fantastic artists out there, but in general, this was kind of the quality you were getting throughout the industry in the 90s. Marvel, DC, Image, like this is the kind of stuff you were getting. And inspired stuff. Again, competition. What competition is there anymore in the mainstream? There's no competition. DC
it's in
Marvel
the indie scene. It's here with everybody that's doing their own shit.
And I think that's probably why you see stuff here more in the indie scenes where you see inspired stuff like this, because there is the competition to one up the other guy or see stuff that's coming out from other creators, other artists, and want to match that and bring your stuff up. And shit like this, man. I mean, look at that.
Yeah.
Again, big, splashy pages. It's what made the 90s so awesome. It made comic books exciting. It was exciting to look at comic books like this and to read comic books like this. Even in scenes like this where there's no action, there's energy. Look at that panel down there on the bottom left when we get to it. If we get to it. Yeah, just those two characters, speeding off, that's energy, dynamics, movement, We don't see enough speed lines anymore.
Oh, look at that gear.
This is an interesting look for Wolverine with a bandana. He does some soul searching.
That's his cholo look. Yeah. It's like Los Lobos kick your ass. Los Lobos kick your face. Los Lobos kick your ass into outer space.
Magnificent One said, damn, the acting in these books with the posture and the facial expressions even better than I remember.
Yep.
Dude, it's like you're reading my mind. When I was recording this video, this is probably one of the first times in a long time I've looked at a lot of these issues back to back since I was younger.
Yeah.
And I thought the same thing. Look at this scene right here. It's a perfect example. Just look at the storytelling in this scene. And the face is drawn so well, like the lighting, the shading, dynamics, building up the tension, and then you get to this page right here.
And if it's small, like the claustrophobic, because like there's no Marvel comics like all the fine print under it there. It's just a white border. but
Yeah.
it's very small in comparison. Like I don't know if that's proper or not, like what they were going for, but I see claustrophobia. Then you see this, and it's like we're boom, you know, like
it's like when if you're an artist and you're going to be doing a double page spread or a splash page, you want to build up to that with tension with the page before. So you want to have panels that are constantly or getting smaller and smaller, so the next page just blows up, or you want to get panels that are gradually getting bigger, so the next page blows up. The page before this, he just had pretty much standard panels, but they were small. It was small working, and then just the next page is this double page spread in your face, and the posing on this. Just stop and look at it. I mean, like the imagination for the camera angle to get this just exaggerated, foreshortened pose. You don't even have to show Wolverine's face. That's what's cool about this. It's such a badass drawn thing that you can just show the back of his body, but you feel the energy. This character right here is looking badass. Yeah, Vero Frady in the house says, still believe Out Cult with Yellow Kid and Buster Brown gave us the enjoyment of story and art of comics for generations. Out Cult. I don't know if I ever read that. Sean?
No.
Today they're too busy drawing the X-Men going to prom. Yeah.
Well, hold on. Like, I don't know anything about this prom shit that's been going on. I've been kind of busy on shit.
I think it's like that gala thing.
Okay, but back in the day, like stuff like that, like if it was like a Claremont book, they would do a prom story, but then like,
would it be cool?
The Sentinels would come, or the Hellfire Club would come, like, and it would be cool. Like I don't really know what was going on, but it sounded like trash,
Tentacle asks, what do you think about the Lionel Francis U run? I will tell you,
it was cool.
I never read it.
It was cool. I didn't read it. I had it, and I did enjoy the art, and for some of his earlier stuff too, it was really well done.
So the art was fire. Too bad the stories were lacking. I didn't read that run. I did not read that run. It wasn't an artist I got into at the time. I was very much into like this kind of style art. I was very biased. Like if it wasn't this hyper exaggerated, kind of cartoony but realistic, detailed style, I probably wasn't into it at the time. Like I was honestly, and still am, but I was honestly at the time as a kid so obsessed with this kind of art style that anybody that had a similar art style, man, I was instantly a fan of their work. Yellow Kid 1898, the first time yellow was used in a strip.
Oh, the class. Okay, all right, I'm familiar with it, and I've seen stuff here and there, but I'm not really. I don't know that much about it, but yeah, I
don't know too much about it.
Yeah,
to be honest with you. Yeah, the snow scene. A great cheat to be able to be like, we're gonna draw a lot of negative space because it's snow. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah,
I'm definitely gonna do that one day. Dennis said, "Yeah, there was actually a Claremont's prom." Yeah. And that was what was cool about all these characters, the X-Men universe in general, is besides being, this action sci-fi fantasy story, they had a lot of things within the story where they would do normal stuff, but they would do it in a cool way and not a gay way. Like they'd play basketball and it'd be cool,
Not in a gateway?
Gay, not in a gay way.
Oh, well.
The date that Rogue and Gambit go on.
Solid ass issue.
That was a good issue, and because it involved action, but it was good storytelling. Look at this badass right here.
That's fucking cool.
That's what I'm talking about. And I love the black border there where they kind of frame everything. They frame the bottom panel out and then just throw the black around it. It is kind of interesting though that I actually hadn't noticed that you pointed out, Sean, that they do have the white border all around. Like it's almost printed smaller than
that could have been a printing mishap, but I'm just seeing claustrophobic, like
maybe that was the case. Just everything fits a little bit smaller in there. But just in general, I guess again, like I said, this is the kind of stuff that I feel like I was getting when I was reading the Image books. And I think that's why I was so into Adam's work in the 90s.
The
as
hair,
well as the 80s.
Yeah, the hair, the shape of the hair, the fluidity, the design work of it. Brilliant stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn right.
But you know what? Right. Comics are getting back there, man. Comics are getting back there 100%. To be fucking awesome again.
Indie comics, we're getting there. Yeah. I like most of his run for the most part, but Kubert and Silvestri in particular are just the next level. Yeah, I agree with that. I did Wolverine, or a drawing of Kubert's Wolverine 100. The wires and tubes were a bigger pain than drawing Wolverine. Yeah, right. Like some of the detail, man. Some of the detail in these books, I think it's glazed over because we just take it all in as a whole. Look at the detail on this page. All right. You've got the foreground, the midground, and the background all rendered out in good detail. You know, maybe if it was more modern colors, some of the stuff would stand out a little bit more, but you have this whole building back here that you can see. These guard characters or whatever, awesome looking.
Now, here's a question for you. Do you think modern coloring would not shine as well with stuff like this? Like artists that I love, like Tom Grummett, one of my favorites. Seeing like a modern day colorist on him doesn't really work for some reason, or the paper quality, you know, like.
I agree. And I don't know if it's just because we're used to seeing this.
Probably, yeah.
Like it is. And that's just, it looks good to, you know, it looks so good to us then, like in modern day colors. Because sometimes I like the bad, not bad coloring, because I don't think this is bad coloring. No, the technology of the day. Right. Sometimes I like how things are just used. Yeah. Sometimes I like how things are used like this more than modern colors. You know.
As do I.
You know, so that anytime somebody takes an old page or an old cover and they modern day color it, and then they post it up saying like, "Hey, I recolored this. What do you guys think?" It's not that it's bad. It just doesn't look as
like Yeah. Well, you know, he fucking hates us anyway. Like when you see like Thomas Mason recolor stuff, it's cool. Oh, yeah. But there's something about it that just kind of loses. Like
it does.
It takes me away from.
There's a feel. It
the
loses
vibes.
Something.
Yeah.
Like that dude's work on originals, great. You know, like modern day stuff, really good. I enjoy his work, but yeah, anytime you try to recolor some of this stuff, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Sheldon Martin Hale says that hair is wild as hell. Yeah, like everything that he does in this run is great. Great detail. Adam Kubert had to draw bikes on his Ghost Rider. Oh man, his Ghost Rider run.
Yeah, we got to get into the Midnight Sun somehow. That was the whole
fuck. That
was
Midnight
Sun
was awesome.
That was my jam.
Was awesome. And that's I came to love Adam Kubert because of the Wolverine stuff. And then I would, do a lot of, I'd track and start collecting a lot of his stuff, and I'd find
the deep dives.
Yeah, I'd do the deep dives, and I, eventually, at some point, I ended up coming across the Midnight Suns, and I was never a huge fan of Ghost Rider. I love the design, I love the design, but never a huge fan of the comic. But that Midnight Sun run was great, and yeah, you're right. The bikes, you're right, Gyro. Like the bikes and that he drew were just fantastic.
Fucking badass.
Sienkiewicz on Wolverine 10 from 89 was off the hook. I'd have to look that up specifically. I can't pull it out of memory right now.
That's the
dude is an awesome artist.
Issue? Yeah.
History is important to know.
Oh shit! Bruce has my 10. That cunt owes me money. Thank you.
There you go. Call him up. Right. Let him know. Get you $10.
That was more than $10.
Oh shit. The history is important to know why you're doing what you do. Comics today and mainstreams have forgotten why we have canon. Good point. Why they make comics and why some of us love at 72. 100%. Like the whole, you don't outgrow comics. Comics grew, at a point, comics went away from being the kid geared towards kids to geared towards teens and adults.
Because they grew up.
That's right. And if you fall in love with comics, you know what it is, and you still love comics, and you want to see stuff that you love today. And unfortunately, you're just not seeing it. But again, that's why, you got the back bins, you got your collection. Every once in a while, dip into it and just, It's like watching a good old classic movie, right?
Yeah.
Great perspective. I just love this scene. Flying down. Here's another scene, right? So kind of like when he's fighting Lady Deathstrike. Here's another scene where he's fighting Cyber and he's falling down.
I love Cyber. Such a cool character. I got Quosada's prelim for the wasn't Origins. It was after Origins. It was like an 06 series that Quosada did little covers for. It's so cool.
Okay.
Yeah, so dope. Love Quosada. Old Quosada. Now not so much.
Old Quosada is great.
Yeah,
90s Quosada.
Yeah,
the stuff that he did for Marvel, Ash, the stuff he did when he was
Valiant.
doing his book Ash was great. Yeah, his Valiant work was really good. Yeah, he was a fantastic another big name to add to, after Image left. He was another one of those big names that was just floating around. Everybody knew who Joe Quesada was.
Mm-hmm.
He did some fantastic. His X Factor run was great.
Brilliant shit. Yeah.
Loved it.
All right, that face is kind of wonky. I'm not gonna, but that's a.
Thank you. I was actually going to point that out. Like there's a couple things in this run where there's just some wonkiness I can overlook because the rest of it is just so fantastic. Right. But yeah, that whole thing is a little off looking there. Oh, here we go.
That's a good
let's pause this for a second. I want to go back here. We got Bale Holly in the house. It's like VHS versus Blu-ray. I like a bit of brain in my film.
No, yeah. I could, yeah.
Grain? Or like, I get what you're saying though. Yeah, like there's sometimes where the newer technology doesn't really enhance the old technology.
Yeah, I don't
need to remaster too much.
I don't need a Blu-ray of Casablanca. Like VHS is just enough perfect for me. You get the little grittiness. It's beautiful. That's a movie people should watch if they want to watch a great shadow, light, composure, and all this smart stuff.
Yeah, Cyber was awesome. Vera Ferretti said, "I found my love back in Comicsgate." That's awesome.
Hell yeah, that
is awesome.
Back Reaper Destroyer. If you haven't signed for Type 1 now, and
that's right.
Indiegogo.
100%. Love this scene.
Yeah,
this scene where he's just fucking ripping apart Cyber's face. The cinematic, the camera placement, just the way the panel is showing the motion and the speed of his face just kind of turning as he goes, and then he just catches Wolverine's claws in the last panel. Brilliant storytelling. And it stuck with me all these years. I mean, I almost like that more than the actual impact of the bones being broken. Like, that is just such a fantastic storytelling.
But you felt that.
With those 100%. Yeah, you feel it. You feel the impact of it. I love the black blood. Gotta get back to black blood. Too much red. Like, there was something about the black blood. I know I was probably trying to censor, for the censors or whatever. You don't want too much red, but there was something that was fun about the black blood in comics back in the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah, grain. Okay. That's what I thought you meant. But I agree with you. Yep. Great shot.
Look at that. Jesus fucking Christ.
Look at that. Look at the detail, too. I mean, you got like all these fucking files and papers just flying around.
That is brilliant thinking. Like, normally people would just, well, maybe some people, but like normally people would just throw like cabinets and whatever. But to go the extra mile and thinking, like force and space and all this, whatever Einstein type of smart shit, coming down, like that would happen.
Yeah, no, I agree though. Oh man, this issue opens up with such a great splash page. Just a close shot up on Wolverine's face. Thanks, Wolverine. Great cover. Yeah, Cyber's a cool character.
Hell yeah.
Underrated. Yeah, I just like that. Look at the detail. Look at the lighting on his face. I mean, just dramatic, dynamic. I love it too because I mean, like he's kind of going crazy here in this scene. He's foaming at the mouth, And
there's not much rendering. Like if you look into it, it's
not a lot. It's very thick black. Yeah, black spots.
Girthy.
If you can see, and you can't see my cursor here. I don't know why I keep pointing to you guys. I love the technique though, where you see on his teeth, where they aren't really straight. He bends them in, on a curve, so it really kind of gets that point across. These really gnashing and gnarly, his teeth. Normally it wouldn't be drawn like that, but for this kind of, for what he's going for, like it works great, and it just gives that whole just insane, just grit feel. So good. Adam was a master at movement. Yeah. And again, like, I mean, he learned so much from his dad. I mean, both him and Andy were so good at storytelling, dynamics, layouts. I mean, even look at that pose there with Wolverine. It's just good posing there.
And he went to the extreme with the hair. Like, I think his hair was more aggressively furled than anybody else. Maybe Barry Windsor-Smith with Weapon X. Maybe he got it from there.
Yeah.
But on a consistent level, like.
In this issue especially, because whatever. Oh, maybe it's the other issue I'm thinking of. But there is an issue, where he's like going real extreme with the hair, like just getting out there.
Oh, Jay just brought it up.
Men. Look at that hair, bro, just unreal. Yeah.
Unagi.
I don't know who that pale chick is. Sucks to be her though, and that dude, and Gilligan.
Womp. Fuck me.
Damn, look at that. Again, these jerk shots.
Yeah.
In his run are just great. Like the panel, to get this scene the way it is and fit all the characters in, the depth perception of it. Man, so good. I should have lingered a little more on that, but a lot of issues to get through. And this was kind of this issue had action in it, but like not as much as some of the ones that came prior to it.
But the storytelling's still fucking exciting.
Yeah, the story altogether. Like, I know I've read this run at least once in my life, and that's good for me. I would highly recommend just getting it and reading it, because I like Larry Hama's writing.
Yeah,
he's a good writer.
It's not Shakespeare, or it's not Neil Gaiman, which
It's comic books.
Exactly, it's
right?
action.
Like,
yeah.
And me being more of like an action movie kind of guy, like I don't need movies that make me think, and like all that really just Shakespeare. I don't need any of that. And
this is the school of thought both Joe and I come from. When you're going to be reading Reaper Destroyer Type 1, we're not giving you Shakespeare.
There it is.
You probably seen that cartoon before. But, we're giving you exciting action adventure comic books.
He had a couple different inkers on this run. I know Mark Farmer inked most of it. Rubenstein inked an issue. He had another guy in here. I didn't recognize the name. I'd have to go look, but he had a couple different inkers on this run. But for the most part, I think Farmer did the majority of the heavy lifting. This is what I talk about with the craziness of the hair.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because he's trying to show a feral Wolverine in this issue, just losing his mind, going crazy. And he's pushed the boundaries, right? Like, just like that scene. It's insane, but it just looks awesome.
Yeah.
And I think that's something we missed in comic books today, that we're trying to get the modern day art. I shouldn't say modern day art, I think, is trying to get stuff so correct when you're drawing that sometimes you sacrifice the cool element.
Oh yeah. Oh, I catch that with myself all the time. I'm like, I gotta be precise. I gotta be correct. I'm just going back to cool. Like, who cares if my fucking thumb doesn't look proper?
Right.
It's supposed to jab in his fucking eye.
It's like in that scene right there. I mean, like, that was to the extreme, but it just looked great. So do it. Don't worry that it was just, he goes from one scene of his hair like this, and the next scene his hair is like that. Who gives a fuck? Like, it looked great. He pulled it off.
Well, some dickhead YouTubers probably going to complain about it. Like, oh, there's no continuity.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Somebody,
shut up, nerd.
Right. Because you got those out there. There's going to be people, there's going to be readers out there, and that's what they base stuff on.
And they're just angry to be angry at people.
Yeah, but I don't think they base stuff or keep in mind the cool factor. Like, that's comic books. Comic books are supposed to be cool. We're not
cool.
We're not watching fucking perfectly drawn things or reading perfectly drawn things. That's not the point of it, Jaro said off topic, but the ads are pure nostalgia too. They are.
Oh,
when I read these old books, I'm just like, I kind of miss ads in comic books.
Well, seeing the cards, like all the card ads, it brings me back to I would buy the boxes of these cards. I would make my sets. I would get my specials, and then I would make other sets to sell. But then I would restuff the cards and heat gun them back together, and I would sell those to kids in school before I sold drugs. But yeah, so like that was my first time selling, and that was my hustle.
I like it. I like it. Girl Freddy said had to make sure, but he was back for 669. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you.
Nice.
We are trying to hopefully get to 900. We are close. We are within like 30 some odd backers. So we get to
you'll get it. You'll get it. Oh, look at that.
Look at that. This is just, oh man, I had fun looking at these issues again, making this video, and it's one of the reasons why I like doing this show so much. Is like it makes me have to go into old comics I haven't read in a while. They were up here, I remember them, but actually going and reading them again, which I don't have a lot of time to do that. It's here, Steel Trap, Sean.
Yeah, yours may be there, but mine's always here, Joe.
Oh, okay.
Safe here.
Who inks this one? I can't read that inker. Okay, this is Farmer Rubenstein. Inked this book. So they double team it. Look at the perspective on this. Just looking down fucking thousands of feet in the air, however up you're supposed to be. Maybe not thousands, but away. Man, look at that. This is some of the stuff I noticed that with these characters, or these characters, the
phalanx.
Phalanx. Thank you, phalanx. This really reminded me a lot of like some kind of anime stuff.
Oh hell yeah!
Some manga anime stuff in this issue. These character designs, natural born killers. Yeah,
I've only seen it like once.
What? Classic. Classic. Strides. Yeah. Ads for us pimply kids. I remember I used strides when I was younger for a little bit until I realized it dried your face out like
fucking alcohol. Yeah. Use witch hazel.
And then you wonder why your face is like so dry all the time. Well, what's going on?
I got a date.
Stridex, yeah. No, I got what you're saying. So, good stuff. Blowing shit up, smoking a stogie, and cracking a brew. That's 90s comics. Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Yeah, this was kind of a cool way to come back to the X-Men, because so far, like, he's been gone from the X-Men for this entire run, and he comes back in this first part to, I don't even know where the story went after this, because it goes to Cable next, but he comes in just, jumping out of a plane, parachuting down into the fray of stuff to make his presence known. That is badass. That is some, like I said, like that's some anime manga shit to me right here. Yeah. This whole layout. And again, the black panel or border that's framing the issue in, but the art is expanding across it, so you get the nice 3D effect in your face. The detail. Shit. Detail. Awesome. It's so funny, like I'm drawing this scene in my book right now where the character is kind of very similar to this as far as like I thought about that when I was looking at this. I was like, holy shit. I need to get some ideas.
If anybody wants to see that, slap in my DMs. I got NFTs.
Or you can become a member of the channel and you can get a good behind the scenes look of me working on Reaper Destroyer. I post new pages,
are you doing that?
Layouts. Yeah.
You do that?
Yeah. Yeah, like cool. any of the stuff I do on a daily basis, I'll post up on the YouTube community channel for the members to see, because that's if you're going to pay to be a member of the channel, you're getting a good in-depth look. Plus, we're doing original art giveaway, so I got to do that. I'm gonna do. So
that's why I'm not getting any sales on my NFTs, motherfucker. You're stealing my grift.
I'm going to be doing an original art giveaway for the members of the channel coming up here too, and if you want to be a part of that, all you have to do is be a member. Doesn't matter if you're a member for a month or a day. You'll be entered to win. Yeah, it's badass. It's all badass, man. Like this is just like I said, it's an epic run of badasseriness. The whole Felix crossover was all anime and it worked. Yeah, that was the first thing I thought. Like I didn't catch it when I was younger, but looking at it again, I was like, yeah, straight up, it's exactly what it is.
That is a really pretty gene. He draws a really pretty gene.
Dude, when he wants to, he draws some really good looking women. Like he's got the faces down, small noses. You got the kind of slanty eyes, as far as like just squinty eyes. Let's say the squinty eyes, smaller lips. Like, calm down, racist.
You and I have been pushing some words lately. I think we should relax. We apologize. We're drunk. Yeah, cancel this. I got nothing to lose.
Dennis Kelly said, man, it's time to get back to the comic shop. I'm seeing some gaps in my collection.
Hell yeah, that's all. See, that's what's great about doing this show too. Like you brought this up many times, is people having to go in their fucking wallet and they're like, "Look at everything I bought from just watching your show." And it's like, that's cool. I hope you fed your kids first.
Hell yeah! I mean, Rick Saylor has told me a couple times. He's like, "Damn it, dude, you made me go spend some more money." That dude spends a lot of money already.
Yeah.
I'm like, good. I'm good. Get some of this stuff because this is when comics were great. When the industry, when the mainstream industry was a good thing. This is when comics were absolutely great and inspired. Look at the amount of panels and the panel layouts in this. Again, just using a different way of kind of drawing to show this kind of dimensional shift thing they're going through. I'd have to read it again. I can't quite remember. His cable is like way over exaggerated, but I feel like they're doing that specifically because of what they're in right now.
Right.
A lot more cartoony here. You know what I should have done? I should have looked at the Weapon X run he did on this, the Age of Apocalypse Weapon X, because that was fun too.
Age of Apocalypse was the fucking shit.
Yeah.
And I remember when people were like, they're canceling the X-Men. It's like even at like 13
I thought
years
that
old,
when I was
I'm
a
like,
kid.
you
I thought
fucking
that
idiots.
I thought I was an idiot. I thought that as a kid. I was like, fuck. I was like, but I enjoyed it so much that I didn't care,
Right. Oh, I love that series. Like
yeah, like I was just like
one of my favorites. Sorry.
Ja Rose said sultry eyes, Joe. Sultry eyes. not squinty or slanty. Yeah, good point. Sultry.
Well, he didn't bring the other one up. You just did. You
Which one?
That's okay, but you're black.
What?
You're black. You
I'm black. Yeah, I'm part black. I can say it.
He's black.
Yeah. Luxurious Mindset Hale says, "Hey, I've been looking at more comics and I like it." Yeah.
Nice.
Well, I like to hear.
Yeah.
You're
gonna love Reaper Destroyer and Type 1. Sorry.
Oh, you want a wrench? I'll give you a wrench. I hand them out like candy. You want a wrench? Wrench.
Yeah. You love being Oprah. Wait, does that make me your Gale?
Yes.
Fuck that.
Yep.
I want to be your Geraldo.
Sorry, man. It's the way it is. It is the way it is, my friends. This, I think, is an interesting use of a double page spread.
Yeah.
But it fills the need for page count.
Right.
And it's fun to draw. Big ass explosion and 5 panels and boom, you're out.
Time saver.
If you're afraid, he says I haven't seen one. Astro Santa, more like Stedman. What did I miss here?
Who's Stedman?
Stedman. Did I miss a conversation? Stedman. Not sure. So I had to skip a couple of issues and
I'm not gonna get mad. The fuck's Stedman?
Is that an artist? Stedman?
I don't know.
But I wanted to get to this shit. Ralph Steadman?
Who's that?
Says Jason Sandberg. Not sure. I wanted to get to this issue though, because I would just really enjoy one specific page on this, and that was enough for me to want to look at this. But after this video will pretty much be over. I'm going to bring up Wolverine 90, which I know if you're a fan of this run, you want to see Wolverine 90. I have a video that I recorded probably a year ago, 2 years ago, and we're just going to pull that up, mute the commentary, and just look at the art, because why record it a second time? This was slightly okay. By the way, hail Jason Sandberg, good to see you.
Yeah.
This was slightly when you started to see Adam's art change a little bit as far as getting a little more clean. Now, I didn't see who was inking this, but I know that now we're on better quality paper.
Technology.
Colors have improved a little bit. So I don't know if it's just a stylistic thing, but his heavy rendering, like you'll see in these pages, his heavy rendering style was kind of gone. A little bit more line work, heavy blacks, not a lot of hatching. Still good though.
Yeah.
Not quite the quality of the stuff we saw that he was just doing, but
oh shit.
There's one panel. Oh damn.
Oh shit. There's my guy. How you
crazy
doing,
mad
brother?
in the house. Who
Good
dey?
to see you. Awesome. Good
What
to
up,
see
brother?
you, brother.
Good to see you. Thank you for being here.
I've been meaning to give you a call lately. I apologize. A lot going on.
Ooh. Aurora. Look at you. Oprah's beard. Yes, Oprah's beard. That's a sexy storm right there. Like, I like the half the top of the boob just kind of hanging out there with her
I just like the boob.
yeah, her comfortable attire that she's wearing at the X mansion. You know, like, sign me up. I would hang out there just for the women. Very attractive storm. Yeah, I feel you, man. Busy all around. All right. So here's how many people remember this?
Oh, I got that.
The Exiles versus the X-Men. This is the Malibu crossover.
Malibu.
What did they was it just a crossover, or did they actually do some like outsourcing to tell stories with Malibu?
Well, they did do a crossover, and then they did buy Malibu. And there's reasons that we could talk about off camera. Like there's rumors like for the coloring. It wasn't for that, believe me.
Oh
boy.
Got some dirt, huh?
Yeah. Like oh shit. But yeah. No, that sucks. I love Malibu comics. I love those characters.
Malibu was cool.
Yeah, Rumi.
They had some cool looking characters. It was kind of like a version of like
Image 3.5.
Yeah.
It's, like watered down Image, if you will, but still fun stuff.
100%. Yeah. Good stuff though. Good stuff. This scene I just love. So he takes Cannonball out to get drunk, gets him just hammered. Juggernaut decides he wants to get a fucking drink before he runs away from Onslaught, because this was all the build up to Onslaught, I believe.
Yeah.
No, this was after Onslaught.
I don't know.
Wait.
No. This is pre.
What issue is this? This is 91, isn't it? I thought 90 was.
It's not.
Oh, right. We're coming out of Age of Apocalypse. That's right.
Next
what a
summer.
scene! Look at this page. Oh, shit, let me back up. What a oh damn it! I blew my load too early. There we go. Look at this page.
I do that always.
This is just a fun splash page.
Yeah.
It's just the over exaggerated Juggernaut. This is the more cartoony stuff that Adam could do, but he could also pull it off and make it look cool. This kind of reminds me of like a Capullo, right?
Mm-hmm.
The ability to do more of the cartoony kind of just exaggerated stuff. You got nose hairs coming out of his nose. I mean, the funny,
shit.
Gross detail. Yeah, good shit. But the next page is the page that is what we all came here for this issue. Look at that beautiful page. One of my favorite splash pages to this day. I just love that. There's something about that I fucking absolutely dig. Again, the black panels or border, framing it, stepping out, 3D. Just that fucking pose. That is badass. There's something about the straight black shirt with no detail that just makes everything just kind of pop out. Good coloring on this too. I really enjoy the coloring on this. They bought Malibu and buried the characters, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
Which usually happens when a bigger company buys the smaller companies. DC Wildstorm.
Rest in peace.
I have that. Oh, they made a poster of this? Shit.
Nice.
Wish I had that. I didn't know they had a poster. Yeah, look at all the detail there. Again, I love it. Just absolutely love it. It's all I can really say. Is I really love it. Now I have to get the tech literate. More homework. Probably need a tutoring now.
Oh, he wants to study his craft on doing tech art, right?
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry.
I hope.
Missed that.
I don't know. I was pulling this on my ass.
That to me is Logan summed up in one panel. Great point. That really is. And there's even a line like on the next page that says, you know, you're no match for me, Runt. And that wasn't the point, you know. That was just Wolverine flexing his muscle for a second. Let's see. Let me pull up. While this is ending out, we'll pull up Wolverine 90. Take a look at that.
Churchill.
Say what?
That was a Churchill cover.
Oh, I missed it. That was on the wrong. There was a Churchill issue that he drew in this. He was one of the guest artists. I actually did not remember. It was like issue 80, I think. He did the art for. The other guy that did the guest penciler, I just like, nah.
Nah, we don't care.
I mean, I was only looking at Adam Kubert anyway, but for just in general, I was like, no, that was a poor choice, Marvel. To go from to go from Adam Kubert, a Wolverine 75, to do 76 with that guest penciler, it was a poor choice.
Right. Or they could have been like in the ditch, like, oh shit, like timing, like we got to go to this schmuck because this circumstance happened.
All right, I'm gonna have to share the screen here. Remove this. Share the screen. So this is an old video I recorded back in the day.
There we go.
Of Wolverine 90. Now this thing is amazing. So I muted my commentary so we don't have to listen to it. Wolverine 90, one of my come on, focus. One of my absolute all-time favorite issues.
Yeah.
Storm was so hot back then. Yeah. All the fucking Marvel female characters and female characters in general are hot because they knew how to draw attractive women and attractive features. Besides just the body, like the faces were drawn so well back then.
That Wolverine looks almost kind of like a Sam Keith, like just the head, the gesture, you know, like not the movie, you know, just a quick energy of Sam Keith.
So Kubert drew Wolverine and Sabretooth in the front, and then there was another artist that did the painting in the back. I can't remember. The
Hildebrandt brothers, Tim and Greg Hildebrandt.
Okay, cool. There you go. Sean knows. Hashtag don't forget about Sean.
Yeah, sign up for Type 1. Crazy Mad, I love you. Dropping links.
Oh, this could be one of the best works of Adam Kubert's career.
Oh, mind blowing! Fucking bananas.
I'm so shaky. This is before this is before I learned that you could actually mount something and record like I do now.
Like I mount my bitches.
Yeah. Still a good video. It's a good video. Still a good video, guys. But this is the trifold, friggin' quadruple fold. Look at that. Yeah. That's over 4 pages.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Oh, so good. Oh, let me get that ads out of here. Damn, look at that. That is just still so damn impressive. The perspective is just insane.
Yeah.
The lighting's great. So he's a lot of solid black, so he has pulled away a little bit of the rendering that we'd seen like
prior
15 issues prior to this, but still very well done. Like, who inks this? So Farmer and Green. Dan Green, not so much, but Farmer, all about. I don't know who did what, but it all came out looking good. Crazy Matt says, I love you too, Sean. Yeah.
That's my dude.
I like that. Duck Bacon says, I see some Madureira in there.
Could be, yeah.
In his art? I can see that, maybe. Early mod, before he kind of became known as Jomad. They did a bunch of the paintings, I think. It was pretty awesome. Nice. I don't know what I'm saying in this video, just so you guys know. I haven't watched this video in a long time. I'm sure
I like how they're doing this and blah, blah,
probably,
blah,
yeah,
blah,
probably something to try to sound smart. Yeah, to point, like to make the content like, I know what I'm talking about.
And here, right here, you can see his back.
Go watch this video, guys. Give it a like.
Yeah.
A lot of my old videos don't have that many views. Get those views up. Just good storytelling. I mean, and this was the issue that everybody wanted to see these two characters have an all-out brawl.
Yeah.
Finally, I mean, they'd fought many times in the pages of X-Men, but this, you wanted to see this just knockdown, drag-out fight and see
the lore.
Yeah, see who was going to come out on top. It was just such. he fried himself trying to get out of there. It's so funny. Great art. It's great. I like the beginning of this issue is so hilarious because Logan's basically taunting him the entire time.
Yeah.
Just taunting him the entire time, and then decide like, all right, time's ready. Let's go.
It's like John and Rini.
Yeah, great point. This is it. This could absolutely be John and Rini. Johnson Benjamin Hale, welcome to the show. Says, man, the 90s Adam is my favorite. I liked his Ultimate X-Men run, but this stuff is so good and so fun. Yeah, this to me, man, that's just okay. If you want to take a shot of Wolverine sitting and eating some food, and just chilling.
He looks like Pitt.
A little bit. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how many times you had seen Wolverine in a ponytail back in the day. I don't know if they do it a lot nowadays.
The first bro bun.
This could be. Yeah, this could be.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just a great scene. It's a great scene in just showing the calm before the storm.
Mm-hmm.
He's just, casually eating a dinner, watching some TV, drinking a beer. Right before he goes and throws down with Sabretooth. You got some news anchors here that look kind of like some Spawn news anchors.
Right, yeah.
He's a real hothead there. Yeah, that's true. He was steaming. That was the fight of the century in the comics, the final claw pop. Such a chilling ending to a comic book battle, especially going into the Age of Apocalypse, where you had to wait to find out, really what happened. Yeah, it was a great ending. Like this issue was just 100. This was a 10. This was a 10 out of 10. Bro Freddy said, guess I already signed up for Type 1, getting old, forgetting things. I feel you, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, all those cards are gone. Get rid of all those cards.
Yeah. Thank you again.
Here we go. Here we go. Man, look at that gesture.
Yeah.
Again, just good camera placement.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Things blur after the first 100. Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
Such build up. That's a crazy upshot.
Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah.
Upshots are tough.
They're crazy tough.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you won't see me draw a lot of upshots. Like, I don't enjoy it. It's just, they're not needed, in my opinion. What is this shit?
What the fuck is this?
What the fuck is this shit?
Propaganda?
I'm telling you. Motherfuckers.
Wait, you were taking away your AdSense.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well. Yeah, absolutely 10 out of 10. Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Just look at this insanity.
That is fucking wild.
Again, 4-page spread. You got to turn it vertical. Just look at me. let me explain. Let me explain to you. Let me explain to you exactly.
Get the fuck out of here! You're ruining the video.
I think I'm trying to tell you like how it feels.
I bet you are.
You know, like all this kind of stuff. You know, like how it brings your eye down and like all this shit.
Don't do that.
This is why I don't go back and watch a lot of my early videos. But damn, just so much going on. If you got this issue, just take a second and look at everything that's actually going on in this spread, because there's a shit ton. Like I pops his claws and Sabretooth basically just laughs at him. There we go. Again, just out of his mind. Like, I don't know when Wildcats 5 came out, but I got to imagine that it came out before this.
Summer of 94, just right before. Yeah.
Okay, and that Adam saw that and was inspired by it and was like, I got to do something like that.
Yeah.
And he straight up did and just killed it.
Yeah.
Killed it.
Oh, shit. We got Rick Saylor in the hizzy. Hail, brother.
Hail, Rick. Snuck in there. I didn't see you.
Good
What's
to
up, Joe and
see
Sean?
you.
Good to see you,
Hell
brother.
yeah.
Member of the channel. By the way, sorry for not calling out the members. I feel really bad. But Jaro is a member of the channel as well. Thank you for being here, guys. I'm supposed to call you out whenever I see you, and I failed tonight. I'm sorry.
Motherfucker.
I'm sorry. And here we go. The epic ending of issue 90.
Love that panel layout.
What I love about the relationship between these two guys, they're very similar in attitude. You know, I mean, he's just taunting Wolverine to do it. You know, whether or not he does it, I think it's just trying to get him to do it. Just boom, schlink, schliskint. I can never say it right. And if you didn't know about the whole what was it, X-Men? What issue was X-Men that Xavier died that kicked off this wave that was going across the X-Men universe? Was it 350?
No, 319. No, not that.
No, it was in
the early 20s. Early 20s. Because 350 was Joe Mad's last issue. Nerd card.
Well, 25 was when Wolverine got his adamantium ripped out. So it had to have been.
I'm thinking of Uncanny. I apologize. I'm thinking of Uncanny. Yeah.
Because wait, did it happen? Yeah, it happened in X-Men. It happened in the X-Men title.
41?
Xavier was killed.
Was it 41?
Could have been. Chat, if you guys know, let me know in the chat. I'm curious now. But yeah, it was that issue happened and it sent this wave, you know, just changing time, going across modern X-Men. And almost every issue after X-Men ended with that freezing of time. So I mean, if you didn't know what was going on, that could kind of be a confusing ending there. But even if you didn't, I mean, just the entire run on its own was awesome. Absolutely awesome. That was great. That's real comic books, everyone. Lahim.
Is that a Disney on Ice fucking cup?
It's a Disney cup. I think my wife went to Disney last year.
Oh, okay. Because I thought it was a
this is
souvenir from last week or 2 weeks ago.
Oh no, but that was cool. It was pretty cool. Not gonna lie, I had fun. I want a refund. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, motherfucker.
I know. I'll call you out next time. I swear it. We'll be done. I feel so bad for all my members. I really do apologize. All right, check this out, guys.
You cocksucker.
Well, not that. I'm almost out. I'm so sad. I gotta go get some more. Guys, if you remember the channel, I'm gonna be doing a giveaway. It's gonna be original sketch cover on the Spawn #1. It was provided by Kayla. Shout out to Kayla.
We love you.
We come back soon.
Miss you.
But she sent me a bunch of these from her shop. So, and she's like, use these, give them away. So this is gonna be a giveaway for my members. We are going to do a drawing coming up random drawing. This is going to be the second time I did this. And whatever your number is that I assign to you, you're going to get this. And I'm going to draw members. I'm going to draw suggestions from the chat. So if you've seen me throw out there suggestions of what we should do, there's been a bunch of people on there that have commented already on the members only site. But if you want to be a part of that, just become a member. It doesn't matter if you're a member for a day or for a month or 2 months or whatever. You'll be available to get that when we do draw it. That'll be coming up next week. There's a couple of BSZ, and they doubled us up with being combined. What did I miss? Your guys' conversation. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I got you. Yeah. Penciled and inks. Yep. It's just we're gonna decide what's gonna be drawn on it, and whoever wins, I'll get that drawn and sent out to winner, and see what
Galactus.
That's an interesting one. Most people have said Spawn first Reaper Destroyer. Some people have said Redeemer. That's the first Galactus one that I've got.
Well, I'm just saying because
I want my prize. I'll take the clown. Everyone does Spawn. So that's true. Rick won this last time. So
nice.
He's expecting to win it again. And I get you, man. I get you. Legion Quest was X-Men 40/41. Thank you. Cool. Appreciate you. Sean was close. You were close. You said like 40/41 there.
Nah.
Giving up his Galactus. Violator versus Reaper, bro. Or Vindicator. Sorry, Vindicator. Vindicator. Speaking of Vindicator Violator, I found an issue of the Violator miniseries by Greg Capullo.
And Bart Sears.
Was he drawing that too?
Bart did the first issue, I think. If I'm mistaken. It's three issue series. I think Bart did the first issue. What's up, Mike?
What's going on,
Hell
Mike?
yeah,
Good
brother. Good to see you. I think and I think Greg stepped in to complete issue 2 or 3, something like that.
Okay.
I could be mistaken.
Maybe that's why I only have issue 3.
Okay.
Maybe that's why I only bought 3, because that was the one Capullo did. But I came across it the other day and I'd completely forgotten about it. Flipped through it. It's like, shit, it was almost like reading it for the first time, or looking at it for the first time. We'll do that drawing next week. There's going to be no Otten stuff this Thursday because I am taking my wife out for a day/night date. So no Otten stuff this Thursday. So we will be back next Tuesday at 10 p.m. And we're going to be looking at David Finch's Ascension run. Legion, what the fuck? David Finch's Ascension run. We're going to look at specifically 0 through 5. We've been wanting to do this for a while. Eddie Winkler was supposed to be a part of it. I'm gonna see if I can still get him on. He's a hard guy to get a hold of, though. But it'd be nice to have him on because he wanted to guest when we looked at those issues because he's a big fan of that.
Eddie.
We're gonna push that one more week. Because I want to get more content between Deadly Duo and Ronin, so I can get more room for other stuff than just like those books and then a handful of stuff. Then we're back. So I want to do David Fincher's run on Ascension next week. And then the week after that, we will do the Deadly Duo issue 5, I think that came out. I'm telling you, it was good.
Yeah.
Good shit. It is good shit. People just saying,
what the fuck?
The Flocknister art? I'm lost. Are you lost? Do you know what's going on?
Bro, I am lost.
Dennis, you stumped me.
I'm constantly lost.
A friend. Flockmaster? I'm still stumped. The Flockmaster.
I don't know.
Where's the Flock? Somebody getting this out there?
I may be the master.
Is it just because I smoked?
No, I'm sober.
Okay. Is he the Flockmaster?
Yeah, I don't watch his. I watch his videos.
Oh, is okay. All right. Is that
Fast
something
forward.
to do with his channel? All right.
If it goes like that, I fast forward his stuff just to see him draw.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I don't watch enough of his channel to know that.
Yeah.
All right.
And why are you going to other people's channel?
Yeah, what the hell, man?
Cheating.
It's David Finch's Finch Flock.
Okay.
All right.
This
is making so much sense now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ascension, man. Be here next Tuesday at 10 o'clock. It's gonna be. I've been wanting to do this for a while, just like most of the stuff I bring up on this channel. I've wanted to do it for a while, but this, as much as I love Finch's modern day stuff, and his Moon Knight run is some of my favorite work Finch has ever done. Yeah, hands down. There is something
beautiful, about
special.
This.
Yeah, beautiful, cool about the Ascension run he did, especially early on, especially the first 5 or so issues. That's why I really want to kind of hammer into the first story arc.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's just something awesome about that. Just nostalgic. It's cool to see because he was crazy talented coming out of the gate, and you can see where he's improved now. Like just looking at some of the Ascension work, it's fun to think of like where Finch is now and the stuff I'm looking at currently. And just, you can see where he's improved in so many different ways. But there is something really awesome about his style at that moment of when he was developing and trying to be Silvestri and trying to do all these things. And then he had Bat inking him, and Bat was just fucking jamming at that period of time in the 90s, just inking all over Top Cow. And he just those guys brought that book to life. I think Liquid might have done the colors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the book just looks great. It looks great. We're gonna look at it next week. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, that's what they go on by the channel on his channel, the Finches. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, Moon Knight was great. Back again, 964 on Rap. Oh no shit, that's awesome. Let me see. Hold on a second.
What?
Hold on a second. Here, check.
What's Rap?
Holy shit.
What?
All right.
What?
Holy shit. You say what again?
What?
Let me refresh.
$871?
$57,000. Thank you, Vero.
Oh shit!
Thank you for hitting that mark.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Congratulations!
He's badass. Thank you so much.
Oh fuck! I'm looking at the numbers. I'm like, that's not 900. The fuck you gonna go?
Well, his number is 964 because I've had so many. Like every campaign has like refund. People refund throughout the time, so it keeps track of the actual backer number when you back, so you get a false number essentially of what it says on the actual campaign.
Oh, okay. I haven't watched yet, so I don't...
Yeah, on opening day, so I had this number where it's like so and so backed, but the actual number on the campaign was lower, and they explained that to me to say, like, you're gonna get people that refund all the time.
Oh, that's so cool! I'm finally here for one of your moments. This is great.
That's awesome. Thank you, Barrel Frady. Got the wraparound. I'm assuming on that. Cross. Yeah, I'm gonna do a shot. Let's do a shot.
I'm not you. I'm done drinking, but let's just.
No, come. You were drinking? You were actually drinking? I've been drinking water. I've been trying to keep on this diet.
No, for like a month. I was drinking a lot.
Yeah, I've been trying to keep on this this intermittent fasting diet, so I haven't been having anything but water after 8 o'clock. But you know what? We're gonna do a shot for that. I had to check that out, and that helped us cross or get to 57K on the campaign. Thank you so much.
Yes, this is what independent comics is about. This is what CG is about. Congratulations, Joe. Wow, this is awesome. Thank you. Hell,
I'm excited. All right, we'll do the super chat. We'll do the cheers. Cheers, everybody. Cheer the chat. Everybody has backed this campaign. All the supporters, Comicsgate, everyone of the supporters of the channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I love you guys. This is a huge moment. Thank you so much.
Wow.
Love you. Cheers. L'chaim.
Yeah.
Tasty.
I love you, Junior. And the king.
We got Joe's Atmosphere says, at Joe Santec, hit it hard, folks, for $2. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Rick Sailor says, next Evil, 70K. I will not be wrong. That's true. All along, you're saying that this was going to be 70K.
Oh.
We got a chance. We got a chance. Got ways to go, but we got a chance. But I've been wanting to get to 57 for a little while now. Oh, man, that makes me excited.
Great. Good for you.
Awesome. Sean's priceless. Congratulations, Sean. I know. I was waiting for him to see it, and it like took a second. I'm like, why aren't you seeing it?
Because I was looking at the 9.6 and 8.7, and I wasn't there. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Sorry, you had 100 plus refunds, or you would be beyond killing it.
Wait till you drop the supplemental book.
That's true. Yeah, that is going to be awesome. But yeah, every campaign has a ton of refunds like that. It's just, and a lot of it might be somebody might refund because they want to do a different combo. You know, I've had people refund to do the Destroyer tier, so they would, you know, refund the 50 or whatever they spent so they could spend more money. And it's just every time you have a refund, that's just the way it is, you know. And then you get a new backer number, and so it's all good. But yeah, if all those backer numbers came through, that would have been really cool. Joe, check the Destroyer tier. Rick's always pushing me. Look, the Destroyer tier, $200, big price tag, 37 claimed. If we get to 60, there is some Jason Bascom original art that Rick has that he's going to be giving away to one of the 60 backers of the Destroyer tier. But this is basically the subscription tier. This comes with everything for the most part that comes on this campaign. So you get all the covers, you get the exclusive full foil ash can, and this thing I gotta tell you looks awesome. Like the full foil black and white ash can has a really awesome look to it. Mystery books 1 and 2, and those have now been the Dale Keown cover was Mystery Book 1. Mystery Book 2 is the supplemental that will be dropping here pretty soon. But if you got this tier, you automatically get it, plus all the cards, prints, everything we put on it. So yeah, this is absolutely, if you have the money to spend, the thing you want to get, because you get everything here that we have to offer, including the black and white edition that will be a little bit more of a treasury edition. There, it's going to be printed like this, so you'll be able to see who drew it, who inked it, you know, what the pages are, any kind of notes I have for colorists or anything I'm thinking of. Blue line, so it'll be kind of a print of it. Even some of the pages I'm getting back from some of the guys like Seaborn that are inked digitally will still have this available, so it's going to have a treasury feel to this. But I think the black and white edition, I'm still trying to figure out if the black and white edition should have script or if it should just be the black and white art like this.
My personal opinion, black and white art only.
I've had a couple people say that. So I
listen to me.
Only listen to Sean. I got Corona, but I'm with you. Drink. Oh, shit, I feel better.
Or he's drinking the beer.
Or you're drinking a Corona. So
50-50.
50, yeah.
Enjoy regardless.
78 in Canuck bucks. That's true.
Nice.
Yeah, killing it. Won't get you to 70.
But God bless you regardless for backing.
Yeah. 59 backers. I did it twice.
Nice.
Hell yeah. You're the man. Crazy man.
Fuck yeah.
Destroyer tier is 100% the best deal in CG. Buy one now. Fuck Joe. That's too much value in Destroyer tier. That is true. That is possibly true. Black and white art only. Black and white art only. I'm with Sean. Black and white. Why can't I say that? Black and white. Black and white. Black and white art only, bro. Jeez. It's like I could not say black and white art. It's black and white.
I don't see black and white. I don't see color.
I don't see color.
I don't see color.
I'm not racist.
I don't see color. I see everybody. It's okay. He's black. I'm Mexican. We're good.
I might lean in that direction.
Just fucking do it. You know that's what the people want. Look, if you want to read the book, hear me out. You want to read the book? Read the book in color as it should be. The art appreciation anatos are what's going for that. you know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm down either way. I just I never put it up on the tier if it would be scripted or not. You know, so
Yeah, so
I just don't want to piss people off that backed it if they're expecting the scripts in black and white. You know, I don't know.
fuck them. No, I'm kidding.
Calm down, man. Calm down.
I'm kidding. No, but honestly, people are going for that because they want to value and enjoy and geek over your art in all its glory. You know, like a treasure edition. Like that's what that is meant to be, in my humble opinion.
And that is true. I mean, the whole reason why I'm doing it is I'm working with some talented inkers, and I want everybody to see the line work. You know, besides the stuff I'm drawing, you know, the stuff that they are also inking as well. I want everybody to see the line work without the colors. So maybe taking the script out gives you a little bit more of an ability to do that as well.
Yeah.
We got a $5.
Dr. Fishy! No!
Super chat from Joseph Atmosphere, or Joe. Joe's Atmosphere. Corona with a professional floated lime and salt on the neck. Bartender for 18 years, fellas. Hail, fellow artists. My comic book comes out in July. Nice. What are you working on?
What's your comic?
Yeah, what's it called?
Yeah.
We would definitely be interested. Anybody from the chat who's got work, we would definitely be interested to see and help any way we can. Do you have a blue line work going on in the production process of this book? Yes. So everything is drawn on traditional paper. So I draw everything on with the blue lines, which is why I think it'd be cool with just these scans and you get to see the actual work the way it is. I got the idea because the unwrapped versions of the DC books that they put out are like that. I think it's really cool to see the blue line, except I'm including, you know, the information up top with the artist and book name, and just it's a real just kind of straight up take the sheet, you scan it, that's what it is, you know. So I like that kind of stuff. I don't know how many people do, but there have been, I haven't looked at the numbers of people that backed the black and white, but if you got the story tier, you get it. So these are those where art. These are those where art is over story.
There are those where art is over story.
Jeez.
A great story can be told without the words.
I swear I didn't drink that much.
Have you seen my John Malin?
But yes, I agree. I absolutely agree. I want the blue line production sheet for sure. Now, production. Are you talking about the book?
Like the status of the book?
I would say you can back the black and white blue line, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. Unless you're talking about like 11 by 17, like something like that that's coming out. That's not coming out. It's just a regular size comic. No. Before we get out of here, guys, there is a little book.
Yes.
Coming out.
Sign up for Type 1. I got notes. Hold on. I got shit I can say. Hold on.
I was just going to say that could be the greatest story ever told.
It's not as good as the Bible, but it's definitely better than Squirrel Girl. Ooh, where's my notes? Ay. And then action. No, that's not the one. You know what? This is going to be a fun-ass book. It's inspired by 80s and 90s comics and cartoons. Awesome art by me because I'm the shit. All right, so you know how like the Mayans, like the world's supposed to end in December of 2012? That didn't happen. We're going to find out why in here. So you're not going to miss out why, because I have all the answers.
Oh, shit.
This book is going to come in your face.
Oh, nice.
Maybe on your back.
Oh, maybe in the back.
You're not going to want to miss out on this. This is the book of the year for next year. I don't know. I'm launching. Maybe May. I just need fucking colored pages, and then we're going to launch. But I'm having a lot of fun working on the book now, getting over some personal humps and leaps. And I'm just really excited and just really thankful for everybody that's back Reaper Destroyer, back to Type 1 preview book, signed up for the mailing list, shared the campaign while I was out dealing with what I had to deal with my mother. Like, I cannot thank you all. Like, I went back a couple months ago just to see the numbers, and skyrocketed from when I left to look at it. Like God bless you all for just sharing this campaign, just sharing it. I can't thank you enough. I love you all. So if you haven't, please sign up. Mike McMahon Prism card. If you sign up for this shit, I got a variant cover from Joe, Phil McNulty, The Writhing Pain by Chris Graves and Stree's duo. We're doing a variant cover for that for Type 1, covered by me, maybe somebody else if I can afford them. And yeah. I'm just so fucking excited to be able to do my dream just because of you all. So God bless you all.
Yeah, and I'm excited to get this book out there because I've been seeing it in production for a while. If you got the ash can, you know how fun it is. I
reworked it so it looks better.
Yeah, Sean spent time reworking some of the stuff you even saw on the ash can. So I mean, this book is going to look great. Plus, you got Dan Kemp color in it. Dan Kemp was a colorist on Spawn for the longest time. A lot of covers, a lot of interiors. He's done a ton of other stuff in the industry. He's an industry vet. He knows exactly what he's doing. The colors are going to be greght.
It might take a little while because he is busy and all this. So like,
there's a sample right here.
Yeah.
I've had Dan do some stuff on the cards for Reaper Destroyers. I mean, the dude's fantastic. This book is going to look great. Absolutely great, everybody. So sign up for it. The link is below in the description. Hopefully, we're going to launch this thing. I say we like I'm part of it.
You are part of it. No, baby. You are a huge part of this. So yeah, it's going to be fun.
Hopefully, we'll launch this in May.
I hope so.
And get this thing out, get this thing funded, and get it going because this is going to be a fun book. You guys don't want to miss out on this. Plus, it's got, there's going to be some good.
It's hard. I think
I can never remember the name, Sean, of the
Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation.
Yeah, explain that a little bit.
So I'm a diabetic. This book is essentially me as a superhero. I'm not gonna lie to you. I created it when I was a kid. God bless. And then just took all the best story elements from a bunch of different stories. Who knows? Yeah, no. Story elements and just kind of made an amalgam and just revamped everything. And I just, from my love of Mayan and Aztec lore. And not just that, like Sasquatches and weird alien shit. It's just gonna be a fun romp. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. I'm not trying to throw a fucking brick at your face of not Shakespeare. So if you like shit that everybody's been doing in CG, this is gonna be another one of them. Like I will definitely blow my ego when it comes to this book because this book is gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah. So sorry, I apologize. So Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation of Illinois. Shout out to Rick Saylor for, if you not interested in this, you can still buy a book and back it. And so like a kid living with type 1 can get it. And I'm in talks with them to handle the sending it to them so they could disperse it because I don't want anybody mad at me. I like being liked, like I say.
Right.
So we're still in the talks of that. We the night that everybody did that gracious auction for me and my family, they had their auction as well where I donated the Murat Michaels variant cover original art for the preview book. I don't know how much it sold for, but it fucking sold. That's all I care about. And it accumulated over $16 million. So they raise money for kids that have insulin problems and insulin. I get really excited when I talk about myself. I need to slow down. Like I talk really fast, right, Jay?
That's because you're excited about the product, man.
Yeah. No, definitely. But
Mike, I'm dropping the link in the chat. It's also down below.
What, you didn't sign up for this, baby?
There's the link right there. Go sign up for it. This link, everybody, type 1. So go sign up for this if you haven't signed up for it yet.
So we did a lot of good work. And you know what? That variant cover wouldn't have been funded if it wasn't for everybody here in CG. Like, honestly. So having that published and them seeing not just the variant, but the first one, it gave them, okay, cool. Like it's not just like a fucking, I got an idea. Like it's something they believed in. They thought it was a great idea. Hopefully things, sky's the limit. We could get these books out to the kids. So when they're having a bad day or when their sugar's dropping or high or yo-yo levels, and like when you can't get out of bed, because there's days I can't get out of bed because I'm having bad insulin levels, it gives them something, escapism, inspire them to create and just fucking, just enjoy. Like this is the book I wish I had when I was a kid, like in bed, not getting out of bed.
Right.
Yeah. So
it's
again,
it's a good cause. A good cause. And
yeah.
All around awesome book. It'd be a good cause as well. So make sure you guys sign up for it. Hopefully launching in May.
I hope so.
Joe's Atmosphere says his comic is American, a pirate patriot, the privateer. Okay, I'm glad I'm reading that right. Born on July 4th, 1750, he helped free the colonies on the high seas before being sent to where his country needed him the most. September 12th, 2001. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Says it's my first book at the age of 57 years young.
God bless.
Lost my manufacturing job in 2021 and said, fuck it. Got a few days ahead, then behind. Time to do it. I like that.
That's cool.
Do it, man. That is awesome. Look, I'm 41 now and just now getting to do a comic book, trying to live my dream, actually living my dream of making my own book, so you never too old, never too late, never give up, never surrender. I need to get that drop. I'm going to get that drop and put that on there. Never give up, never surrender. Anyone know what I'm saying? Mike said he was RMS.
Yeah, that's my guy.
God bless Sean, you beautiful man, brother. Yeah.
Thank you.
No time better than now. Good luck, brother. Yes, good luck to you. Looking forward to see what you come up with. Sean is a fantastic artist and one of the very best and good people. He is. He is. Absolutely. The love. Feel the love.
I do.
It's good stuff. I love it. All right, everybody. We are going to get up out of his. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. This was a hell of a fun show. I love looking at this 90s comic book art, especially shit that's just absolutely inspiring. And that's what Adam Kubert's epic run on Wolverine was, inspiring. And we're going to look at some more inspiring art next week, looking at David Finch's Ascension 0 through 5. So tune in next Tuesday at 10 o'clock. Don't miss that.
And tomorrow night.
Oh, tomorrow night we're going to be on Desolate Soul Studios with Jay and John at 10 p.m. So be on the lookout for that. We'll post links as it comes closer to the time, but we're going to be on there with those guys shooting the shit. We've both been on there individually before. It was a very fun show. Now we're going on together.
One of my favorites.
And, who knows what insanity is going to ensue, but it's going to be a good time. So tune in at 10 tomorrow night on Desolate Soul Studios.
Yeah.
Definitely do that. Am I missing anything, Sean?
Who do we have next week for art and stuff?
Next week, I think we have Mark Polton. Let me see.
Oh, yeah, we have Mark and Jedi.
Yeah, we have Mark Polton and the Art Jedi, I believe, next week. Yeah. We have Mark Polton and Joshua Durston, the Art Jedi, which if you haven't seen this kid's work, and I say kid because he's 18 years old.
And we could say he's a kid because we are grumpy-ass old men.
I'm old enough to be his dad. Think about that for a second. That's fucked up. Anyway, oh shit, that's even more fucked up.
Yeah,
if you see this kid's art, it's amazing, and it's right down our alley. He's inspired by all the guys that we are inspired by. He's got that 90s aesthetic, rendered the hell out of shit. Looks awesome, just fucking great, fun proportions. His character looks good. Omar Mark, I cannot pronounce it. Amarok, something like that. We're going to talk to him.
We'll figure it out.
With Mark Bolden next Thursday on Art and Stuff at 8 o'clock. That's going to be a fun show. Obviously, having Mark on talking about all the stuff he's going through or all the stuff he's launching because he's a part of everything. He's got his hands dipped in everything.
He's my editor. He's he's publishing Type 1 on the Haunted Pizza tree on the pizza. I don't know.
He's my editor. He's helping write story down the line. Obviously, he's got Wraith and Pain with Chris Graves. Obviously, we know about all the stuff he has with Graveyard Shift, U.S. Assassin, Kill Switch, and
Coney Waves. Did we say Coney Waves?
Sea-Dog. Yeah, the new thing he just did, Coney Waves. But anyway, he'll be on. We'll be talking about all that. It's going to be a fun show.
Yeah.
Next Thursday, 8. Don't miss it. It's going to be really fun. Fun guests. And that's about it. We're going to get out of here. One more shot to the chat. I'm going to do this. I'm going to sleep good tonight. Thank you for helping me hit 57K on Reaper Destroyer.
Absolutely awesome. Congratulations.
Blowing my mind that this is happening. I love you all.
I love it.
I love you all. One more shot. Hail to the chat. Lahima. Lahima. All right, everybody. As always, be good to each other. Take care. And picture me naked. Talk to you later.
Spade and New Year, kids.